Hey YouTube, welcome back to another Lucky Man survival video. Today we're going to go ahead and tell you guys about different kind of handguns you can carry on you every day, whether it be open carry or concealed carry. We're going to go over 9mm subcompacts, 45s, revolvers, and even mouse guns. And we're going to show you some of the strengths, benefits, as well as the weaknesses of each one. Now we do have two different 45s today. One is a double stack, one is a single stack. The 9mm we have is the subcompact, and it is double stack, because why carry a 9mm if you're going to carry single stack? But now we're going to go ahead and pan over, and we're going to show you some of the guns we have, and we'll go over some of what we're going to be shooting at today. Alright, so here we have a subcompact Glock 19. This one is a 9mm, double stacked, as you can see. Now these are great for concealed carry because they don't print very much. They are very small. You can fit them different spots. If you're a woman, you can fit these in your purse very easily. All right, next we have the Glock 21. This is chambered in 45 ACP. This is also double stack, so you can carry 13 plus 1, depending on your state laws, if you can carry one in the chamber. Next we have the Kimber 1911 chambered in 45 as well. This one is single stacked. As you can see, the magazine is very thin on this bad boy. This specific one is 8 plus 1. Most 1911s you get are going to be 7 plus 1. Lastly, we have these two here. These both kind of fall in the same range. These are both 357, but we have a 357 Colt Python revolver with a nice little cylinder on there. And then we have a Derringer Bronco chambered in 357 from Bond Arms. Now this is what we'd consider the mouse gun. It does only carry 2, but it is very small, so very easy to hide something like this if you are concealed carrying.
Okay, so the first step that we're going to be doing is the Glock 19 chambered in 9mm. This is a 15 plus 1 capacity firearm. This is great for concealed carry, open carry, and is one of the most top sold firearms in the United States to date. Now, the great thing about a 9mm is you have the capacity that most handguns do not have. It still is a capable caliber, while also being something that is much more relatively cheap than, say, a 45 or 357 Magnum. But it is still a capable round and something that a lot of people are willing to trust with their lives. So Parker's going to go ahead and take some shots to show you guys the recoil management on this and give you guys a good positioning on which one you think would be good for you. Alrighty guys, so that was the full 15 plus 1 capacity on that one, and these are fantastic. The magazines are cheap. The firearms are great for upgrading, as well as getting something that is great for overstock, and this one is great for not only upgrading the firearm itself, but also something that you can easily upgrade, get lights on, switch out the triggers. I mean, it is a totally customizable handgun. Alrighty guys, and then from here we're going to move on to the Glock 21 chambered in 45 ACP. This one is a 13 plus 1 capacity, and this is a wonderful full-sized handgun. This is more for like law enforcement or people who might be open carrying. This is a little heavy, coming in right around 32 ounces fully loaded, so it is still a heavier firearm than most. But this is absolutely something you can conceal carry. I have done it for many years now. As you can see, that thing has been worn out like crazy. But this is a good example of having a full-size firearm for open or concealed carry. 45 is a very, very capable round. And this is a good option for having the 45 caliber, but not having the low capacity like you would in a 1911. So Parker's going to go ahead and shoot this for us and show us a good recoil management for this, and give you guys a good explanation of what it does. Alrighty guys, now a great aspect to this specific firearm is that it is full size. It gives you a nice big round to go down range with. It is still on the cheaper end of things in comparison to something like 357 Magnum or 40 Smith & Wesson. It is a little bit cheaper, so it's still a good viable option for not only stockpiling, but also for something for carrying for everyday carry, and it is a very, very viable option. I would recommend that if you are of a smaller stature, you might want to go with something more like the Glock than the 45 for recoil management, but it is still a wonderful option, especially for it being a full-size firearm. All right, guys, next up on the list is going to be the Kimber LW Customs. Now that LW stands for lightweight. This is a 1911 framed firearm. Now these specific ones are actually pretty cool because these ones actually carry 8+1 in the magazine in comparison to your standard 7+1. This one that we have specifically is a 4.5-inch barrel. Now this one is also chambered in 45. It is a wonderful piece. This is around $800 MSRP. So this is definitely more on the high end of things, but this is about half the ounces as the Glock 21. So it's great for concealed carry, open carry, and for those that really like 1911s, this is a great choice and a great option for you. So we're gonna have Parker go ahead and load that up for us, and he's gonna take a few rounds to show you guys the nice recoil management on that 45. All right, but as you can see, so that one definitely does have a little bit more kick for it, and the capacity isn't as good as what you would consider for the Glock 21, but it is a definitely capable firearm and just looks fantastic. I mean, look at that fully customizable 1911, you guys. Parker did a fantastic job on that, and he absolutely loves this firearm. That is actually what he chooses to carry every day. Now, as in our previous video of the EDC and concealed carry options, you guys know that he does carry a shoulder holster. For him, that is a great way to be comfortable, but that is also an absolutely viable option to do in the waistband or a open carry on waistband. All right, so next up on the list is going to be the Colt Python chambered in 357 Magnum. For all you Walking Dead fans out there, this is going to be the perfect choice for open carry. I would not really recommend this for concealed carry. That is going to be a very large firearm to try and put into your pants. Now that one is specifically a 6-inch barrel. It is shooting 357 Magnum, which is a very, very capable round. But this is a good example to express for you guys wheel guns. Whether it is a Smith & Wesson 2-inch snub-nose revolver, a 4-inch, 6-inch. This is just showing that you can have a very high velocity handgun that gets really good range, gets good damage control, is still easy to manage, but this is going to be on the entire list the most simple and safe to shoot for a lot of new shooters, because with these ones they are plug and play. You either pull the trigger or you cock the hammer. There's no external safeties on this. However, one of the biggest safeties that a lot of people like for small children is that pulling that trigger is going to be a 5.45 pound trigger. So that is a very large pull on that trigger specifically. If you cock the hammer and then pull, you have a featherweight trigger. So this is going to be great for someone who is trying to get precision shooting, as well as someone who, if they can control that trigger, has a great chance of working it very fast. 6-round capacity for the 357. That is a more than capable firearm. And we're going to go ahead and shoot that just so that you Walking Dead fans out there can really appreciate this. Now you gotta grip it like Rick Grimes.
That was 4?
Yep. So as you can see, even though he was shooting that one-handed, it actually has a lot less recoil than the 45 because of the frame and the actual material that this gun is made out of. It is very heavy in the front, so it's great for recoil management. And let's just be honest, guys, that is a sexy firearm. So if you wanted to carry something that was a big capacity, something that has that range distance, this is going to be a great option for you. And not to mention, if you're a Walking Dead fan, that firearm is a must. Alrighty guys, now the last thing we're going to be shooting on this list is going to be the Bond Arms Derringer. And this one is chambered in 357 Magnum. Now this one is a customizable piece that Parker did himself with his laser engraver. You can see that nice Celtic, go ahead and show them that Celtic knots that you put on there. Absolutely stunning on that. All right, guys, now this one is definitely going to kick a hell of a lot more than that original 357 because it has less weight. These ones go in right about 14 ounces, so it is a very, very, very small, compact firearm that is going to show a little bit of kick. But this one you can put in a pocket. It does have an external safety on it, and you have 2 capable 357 rounds. Now, I have heard from some people that they're not very accurate, but this is not really a range gun. This is more for up close and personal, and a great way to carry a very small, very compact, and very comfortable shooting firearm while also being able to carry a very capable caliber. All right, Parker, go ahead and pop those ones off.
This is not comfortable. This thing is horrible. That hurt my hand. That one hurt even more.
So as you can see, Parker just doesn't know how to shoot well because that is not a painful thing to shoot, but it is an absolutely wonderful thing to use for having a gun that you don't want to carry something that's super, super big, but is still a very capable handgun. Now this is to represent mouse guns. This isn't really us telling you to go out and buy a Derringer. We do like the Derringer, but it's not so much about you going out and buying it as much as showing you that there are many firearms in the industry, even things like to be a Ruger LCP 380, which is another capable, very small, compact mouse gun, I would consider it. You can also have things like the Northern Arms 6-shot revolver as well. That is a great choice as well in 22 long rifle. And one other thing that I'm going to add for the mouse guns, which for some people call them mouse guns, I would call them extremely compact or the compact variety, is going to be the Glock 43 or the Glock 43X. Now 43X is a little bit more on the subcompact side of things, but the Glock 43 is absolutely a small framed firearm. Now these are great options not only for someone who is smaller statured, but also someone who doesn't want to carry around something super big every day. That is still a very capable firearm. All right, so that's going to be everything for today.
If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, death is the rule, but survival is the exception. We'll see you next time.